all right. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Crypto down here at Don Step DeFi, back again another marvelous, spectacular live stream. I know you're like, whoa, he's going live early. He said 4 o'clock. Whole time, it's earlier than 4 o'clock. I know, I'm here, I'm lit. I made it to my spot early, and I'm getting straight to it. Shout out to everybody that's in here. If you're joining and you're watching this on a playback, make sure you hydrate that like button, hydrate that subscribe button. Now let's get straight into it. As you can see, the title of the video, it's how to become a drip influencer. And obviously, you know I like to do a parallel between real life and this crypto DeFi space and our ecosystem. So these principles apply to how to become an influencer, period. But I am going to be diving deep on how to become an influencer in the drip ecosystem. So sit back, watch, pause the video if you need to, comment if you need to. If any questions throughout the live, please ask and I will be giving my input. Now, I do want to say this right now. If you do want to become a drip influencer, there are some core principles that I think you should follow, and I think that it will help you if you want to grow. And I don't know why you want to do it, like build a team, or if you just want to spread information, or whatever reason you want to become one. I'm going to tell you some things that I think that the community would love as being one. Okay, so look, number one, let's look at some other drip influencers, right? Look at Crypto Kings, look at Driptopian, look at Drip Coach, look at so many. There's so many. Look at Scott the investor. Look at Mike the investor. Like there's so many people. There's so many different people, and you know all of them. Everybody on Twitter, all of us that are here. If you want to become a drip influencer, there's something that all of us share in a sense. We all share consistency, right? Ants girl. Look at the ladies in the faucet. Look at we all share consistency, right? And let's dive into consistency. See, the thing about drip. And the thing about the community, it's not just a one and done thing. You can't just come in here once and be like, okay, well, hey guys, I like drip. And then everybody's going to be like, yay, we're going to rock with you. Like, no, you have to be consistent. We need to really show it because obviously drip is a place to where it's like a cult follow. It's a very family oriented thing. Once you're in the family, everybody kind of just piles on. You know what I'm saying? So once you say that you like drip, people are going to follow you just cause. But if you want to be an influencer and you want to be a leader in the space and you want to make sure that you're providing information, stuff like that, you need to make sure that you're consistent. You can't just come here once and then you can't be here when things are good and then leave when things are bad, because we know a lot of those people. Now, listen, today's not a day that we're going to go at all the futters. You know what I'm saying? I'm not here for that today. Today, I'm just going to be talking about how to be a positive influence, because there's so many people that can use consistency at first when it's beneficial to them to build a team, and then they don't want to be consistent with information, or they don't want to consistently spread positive information. And it doesn't have to be all the way positive. It could be your opinion, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't be consistently putting out negative information, you know what I mean, if you're a drip influencer. So that's one thing, and consistency. And we're going to tie it all back together because all these things intertwine, okay? Now, here's the thing that you really do need. You need an identity, okay? You got to give yourself an identity. And I'm going to tell you what I mean by this. Before I started Don Step DeFi, I was just watching in the space just like you all. I was looking at everybody else and I was like, yo, I really want to take this to the next level, but I need to set some type of groundbreaking identity. I need to have something. Like, you know how Crypto Kings has his thing. Stunner has his own little slogan, his ways of doing things. Driptopian has the sound effects and all these type of things. Like, you need to have some type of identity for you. Come up with a name. Come up with a creative name. You know what I mean? Like, make it to where everybody can have that thing for you. And then, like, how people call me like DCA Don or Everyday DCA. You know what I mean? Like, do things that people can identify you, because in life, let's take it past drip for a second. When you want to be, I just saw a video of Rick Ross and he was like, yo, I get 1,000 DMs every day, hour or so from artists trying to get me to get my attention. But it's up to the artist to get my attention. You have to do something out of the ordinary in order to get my attention. So you can't just come in here doing what everybody else is doing and expecting to get what the other people are getting. You need to find some type of uniqueness. Make it to where we want to go to you. I'll tell you somebody else, somebody that's underrated in this ecosystem, and they're just getting more recognition and they're putting more videos out. But I think his name's Big Wig. Big Wig. I love his channel, because to me, he kind of gives me like a Driptopian type of vibe, and it's dope. It's so dope how he's doing. Like, he's putting a lot of time into these videos too, like with the editing and the sound effects and stuff like that. And that's what we need more people to just continue to do it in whatever way they feel as though they can help. Me, I like to do the live streams. Like I like to do this. I like to talk to y'all. I like to get this off. Like you know what I mean? And I'm just doing ways that I feel as though I can help. So you don't have to do it the way that everybody else is doing it. Look at Drip Coach. He's a perfect example too on how he took his own niche and he mastered it. He's giving out that type of information. He knows the type of so there's a reason to go watch his channel. You know what I'm saying? And there needs to be some type of reason. Like there got to be some type of like what are you providing? You have to provide something. You know, people might look at CK for information, more bullish information, you know, if they want to feel that type of vibe. If you do want to just get more of a technical, like what is going on, this, that, and the third. So there's so many different ways, but that's what makes everybody. And that's why this community works so well. So if you want to become an influencer, you need to make sure that you can provide some type of value in some type of way. You know what I mean? And here's the thing. All these things don't have to be necessarily visual. It doesn't have to be like, oh, you're doing it on video. Like you don't have to be face on video. You don't have to be doing none of that. But if you do want to become an influencer in this space, whether it's you just tweet, you're on Twitter, whether you're just strictly in the Telegram, you do need to make a name for yourself and create with all these points that I'm talking about. But let's continue to keep going. So we already got consistency out the way. And now we just talked about defining the niche part, right? Now something else that I want to talk about is integrity. Okay, because when you do this, you need to make sure that you're coming into this with the right intentions. I feel like some drip influencers come into this very selfish and very, I just want referrals and I'm only doing this for me. I don't want to give out airdrops. I don't want to do nothing. Like, you're just doing this to build you up. And the thing is, I don't know if you know, but it's drip community. This is a community. So you can't just be worried about building you, especially if you're going to be building a team. If you're going to be building a team, look out for your team, because at the end of the day, bro, there's a billion team members. And that's why this new UI is really going to change a lot of things up, because now people can really look into it like, okay, whose team do I really want to join and stuff like that, right? And we all know some great team leaders. Like, look at Bartertown, man. Like, he's the best team leader. Like, literally, like, he's the best team leader. Like, he is the best team leader. When I see how he goes every single day and what he does for the team and what he does for the squad and what he does for this community, these are ways of leadership. These are different ways, but that's integrity though. And he really means it. Like, he's not doing this for play. It's not just about him. He could be so much more selfish, but no, he's really trying to put it out for everybody else. And when you're selfless in this community, people really do gravitate towards you. And I'm telling you, you gotta have integrity. Do this with clear intentions. If you're going to sell drip, that's fine. And I'm not saying you have to tell everybody your business, but don't get on here saying, oh, I'm never selling drip. I will never sell drip. I will never sell drip. And then you dump all of it. Then you're just dumping it. Or you're making a whole bunch of drip and then you're just dumping it on people. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, move with integrity, because when you do that, people will respect that. Everybody is in here to make money. So it's not about that, but there's a way to go about things in life. You never just want to move wacky, you know what I'm saying? Like, you want to move with some type of integrity, because people can respect that. And at the end of the day, that's another thing you got to move with in this. If you want to be a drip influencer, respect is really a key factor, bro. These are like the core values of being a drip influencer. I think that's what I'm gonna name the title of this when I do this all over. But I think that with respect, let's go into that. You don't have to agree with what everybody is doing in this ecosystem. You don't have, because there's so many influencers here. You won't agree maybe with every style. Every style is not for you, you know? But at the end of the day, that doesn't mean that you go on here and then you start bashing other people. You start talking crazy about other people. You start putting down other channels. You start saying like, yo, don't support them, support me. Like, this is where you're starting to get a little disrespectful. You know, you're crossing that line. There's a way to show respect even if something you don't agree with. And that's how you should move in life, bro. Everything you're not going to agree with. Every business deal you're not going to want to agree with. Every time you have a client, you might not agree with what they're doing. But at the end of the day, you still have to move professional, because as an influencer, here's the difference. The eyes are on you, you know? The eyes are on you. You have influence, and people love becoming influencers, but then don't want to take the influence part. They don't want to own up to the fact that they have influence, and your actions do matter. So if you say something and you have influence, people are going to listen to you. You know what I'm saying? So you need to make sure that you're saying the right things and you're being respectful to people and you're understanding, like, yo, listen, I might not agree, and understand how to communicate. That's another thing. Let's go into communication. You need to be able to communicate across to the team, to everybody. You need to communicate what your true intentions are. Tell us how you really feel. Talk, speak, go to the telegrams, meet people. You need to get in tune with the community. You need to tap in. You got to check in with the community, bro. You go as far as the community goes. That's really how it is, bro. You will go nowhere if the community doesn't support you in anything. If you have no clients, if nobody's buying your product, then you're not making any money. You know what I'm saying? If you don't have the community engaging and liking your videos and commenting on your videos, then you're not going to grow because of the fact that you need the community. It's not always about you. And that's why you need to find out how to bring value to the community, whatever way. And there's so many ways that you can do it. But when you do it, just make sure that you keep all these principles in mind, because when you do that, I'm telling you, we will love you. And it's so simple to become a drip influencer. It really is. You don't have to be this high knowing, everything. You can be a novice, you could be a beginner, and you can still become a drip influencer. That's not the problem. People will love to see you grow. That's actually the point. People want to see more influencers. We want to see more people posting more and getting on YouTube and starting channels and showing their journeys and stuff like that. This is what we want. But at the same time, when you do that, just make sure that you keep all these principles involved. Because this is what happens, right? People start to get a little bit of fame. They start to get a little bit of notoriety. That's when they start getting some messages from other little crypto coins like, yo, promote my coin. Then next thing you know, they're promoting other coins, but now they're treating drip like it wasn't the thing that get them where they was at. Now they turn their back on the community. And this is where you start to lose the drip community. And that's the one thing about drip community. You with us, we got you. But the moment you go against us, bro, it's gonna be hard for you to get back, because we're not gonna look at you the same. We're not gonna look at you the same, because at the end of the day, we really do move off of a code. Like, we really do move off of morals. And I really believe that when you just tap in with the community and you just be honest and be authentic, bro, there's nothing that you can really do here that's wrong. Like, people are thorough here. Like, everybody here is really cool, for real, for real. At least in my eyes, that's how I see it. But then again, that's how I run my channel. I don't run my channel where I'm fudding half the time and then I'm trying to be bullish half the time, and I'm not trying to make you guys get on my team, and I'm not trying to force you to do anything. And I think that, to me, that's a way to be an influencer in the space as well. It's not always, like I was saying, bro, it's not always about you. So for me, how I take it, my approach is to bring value, bring perspective, bring my journey. And I'm just showcasing this to you all. And that's just what I want to do, you know? But if you really want to do this, and it's just like drip, if you really want to do this drip influencer thing, you gotta just do it, bro. You gotta stop thinking. Don't think about it. Don't think like, oh, well, I don't have the perfect setup. I don't have Driptopian sound effects, or I don't have the will to talk or the energy like Don, or don't compare yourself. That is where you're going to go wrong in life. You can't be comparing yourself to others, because then if you do that, now you're taking away the originality of you. The whole point of you becoming an influencer is for you to bring a new light into the space. We don't need you to be me. That's why I'm here. We need you to be you, because if you're you, now we have two different ways, and we can hit two different audiences, and we come from two different backgrounds. And that's what's so great about being an influencer in drip in life. If you're an influencer, like, you can showcase how you feel about it. And that's what I want from you to understand. For all my influencers out there, I want you to understand it's not easy either. It is hard work. It is hard work. But with the drip community, they make it so much easier. And trust me, bro, I've been building up pages. I've become an influencer on other occasions and stuff like that, doing other things in other entities. And I'm telling you, drip is one of the easiest ways to become one, simply because of the fact that how the following works. Because once you get green lighted from one person, everybody else green lights you. You can literally get on drip, start a Twitter account, start a YouTube channel, and have 100 followers in a day, literally a week. If you follow, like, if you just go crazy, you go on a Telegram, you could get 100 followers, 100 subscribers, like literally in a week. Bam. You know how hard it is for people, so many people putting up uploads. You can get hundreds of views literally in a week if you just be follow these principles that I'm talking about. Because that's how the drip ecosystem is. And a lot of people don't talk about how powerful that is when you have so many people that are committed to getting something done, committed to adding new people and building a community. We're committed to community. That's why you need, if you want to become a drip influencer, you need to tap in with the community. Because if you don't, now you're just left out. You're going to be sitting there like, oh, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Like, I'm just posting and nobody's watching my videos. But the reason nobody's watching your videos is because you're not tapped in with the community. You got to dig deeper. So if you're only getting a couple views, and I'm going to tell you how to grow in this ecosystem, let me tell you what you do. So, first things first, you got to have some type of oomph to you. You know what I mean? To go back to that identity part. Like when I added my logo and then I added Donstep DeFi, then I started like my DCA Don tour. Then I started like, you know what I mean? I'm engaging with everybody on Twitter. I'm retweeting. I'm going live. I'm doing this. Like you got to show some effort. You got to get some type of, I'm getting mentioned from Stun. I got mentioned. Then I was doing the TikToks. I was getting mentioned from Stun. I got mentioned from Bartertown, Crypto Kings, doing live. Like you can hit so many different tiers when you start putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it didn't start off like that. You know what I'm saying? It didn't start off me and Crypto Kings just going live. That's not how it started. It started off, I was looking at Crypto Kings, and y'all heard this story before, but I knew, like, okay, once I bring my identity, I know we would go great going live, but it has to make sense. I have to be providing some type of value. I don't even post about drip. I just, I'm just here. So now I started posting, I started tweeting, and that's how I grew in this. And if you want to grow in this, you got to just do it in whatever way you want to. And I'm not saying you have to do it as much as the next person. You don't have to do it as much as Bartertown. I don't go live as much as Bartertown. I don't do it, like, you know what I mean? And I'm still a drip influencer. Nobody goes live as much as Bartertown. You know what I mean? So there's different levels to it. But at the end of the day, to get started, I'm telling you, if you follow these principles and you just go and give it your all, bro, we're literally going to support, like, we are going to support you unless you're doing something stupid. Like, that's the only way you don't get supported here in Drip. You have to be doing something so idiotic that we're just like, okay, no, we're not going for that. But, like, other than that, bro, if you do art, if you do cooking, it doesn't matter what you do. Anything that, if you can find a way to mix drip into it, if you do UI, if you can do graphic design, if you make clothes, if you do this, whatever you do, just promote your skill, integrate your skill with the community, and we will bring support to you. Even if it's your business in real life, like if there's things that you can do to bring drip with you, the community will follow it. And whatever you do and can bring value to the community, bro, they will deeply be appreciated. You'll be surprised how many people will look at you and be like, yo, I really like your style. Like, your style is the one that I want to watch, because there's so many different types and archetypes of people in this community. People try to downplay how big drip is, but bro, like, no, there's a lot of different walks of life in this community. Like, bro, people have 6-year-old kids. Trap DeFi hit me and told me, yo, my son was watching your video. You know what I mean? And I was watching it too, my live stream. That's amazing. That to me is a whole new walk of life. Like, you got to look at it through a whole bunch of different perspectives. Now he only 6, so I doubt he's over there watching Drip Coach like deep tail go crazy about all the like going crazy about the stats and all that stuff. He might be, I don't know, but I'm just saying it doesn't matter because we have options. And if you become an option, if you can make yourself to where you're an option, you have value in this community. So these are some things that you want to do. Now, another thing I would say is this: don't go fishing for clout, bro. Don't go fishing and reaching, bro. Don't try to put the next man down just so you can build yourself up, because that is going to get you cooked in this community. Okay? Another thing, I wouldn't suggest you trying to bash Forex. You bash Forex, you're probably going to get packed up. And I'm probably going to be one of the people packing you up. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not saying you can't criticize them. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying you can't do anything. You can do what you want. I'm just trying to give you tips on how to be successful in this. If you start bashing Forex, you start talking about, oh, like, Forex is this, he's this, he's this. All right, well, I don't know how you want people to grow with you with that if you're going against the grain. You know what I mean? You can't really be going against the grain. And then another thing, too, you need to be willing to learn. You have to be willing to learn, and you need to become knowledgeable. You need to watch other people's videos. You know what I'm saying? You don't know everything, bro. You got to make sure that you know what's going on. You got to be tapped in with the community. That's why when I be telling y'all to lock in, stay focused, like, yo, go watch other people's videos. If you're not in the Telegram, you don't have to be in the Telegram, but don't make the Telegram the only way to get the information, even though that's where a lot of information is at. Watch some videos, watch YouTube. I'm on Telegram, then I'm watching YouTube videos. I'm on Twitter. People are mentioning, like, I'm with everything. You know what I'm saying? Join the spaces, talk, speak. Bring some type of voice to you so somebody can hear you and they can identify with you. Talk about your story. People can identify with your story. They might relate to your story. So you just got to be more personable. And remember, we're all humans and we're all just trying to make some money in this drip ecosystem. We're just trying to make money in this financial crypto world, bro. So it's really not that deep and it ain't even that serious. I know the internet can sometimes be a little wacky for people and some people could be looking at it like, oh, I don't know. But look, if you really do want to become an influencer, do it. Just do it, bro. You have to just do it, though. You can't just be on the fence like, oh, I'm gonna do it once a week and this, that, and the third, because you're not becoming an influencer. You're just doing a random tweet once a week. Like, you got to make sure that you do it because they're looking to you for influence. People are looking to you like, yo, what's up? I want to hear what he has to say. I want to hear what she has to say. Let me hear your input. I want to hear you. I want to hear your voice. Your voice does matter, but you got to make it matter. You know what I'm saying? Got to make it matter. Got to make your voice matter. And everybody's voice here does matter, bro. It does matter. It's just like some people don't want to speak up. Now, don't be mad that you don't speak up and then you mad that nobody listening because you got to say something. You feel me? If you want people to hear you, do something about it. Just like how when we were talking about yesterday with the dev was saying like, yo, if you want DDD out faster, how about you learn Solicity? How about you help us test it? How about you do like, you know what I mean? Like, and I agree with that because at the end of the day, if you want more people to find out about Drip, if you want more people to come in under your team, then what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit there and just talk or are you going to act? You need to act. Make sure you go match your actions. And that's another thing. We can go into that too. Your actions need to match your words, bro. You can't be sitting here saying, oh, I'm bullish on Drip. Oh, Drip is one of the only things I care about, this, that, and the third. And then every time you get on here, you selling Drip, you stacking up Drip, you're not even paying attention into the ecosystem. You're putting the things down in the ecosystem. Then you're shutting down some of the other things that Forex wants to do. Like, that's how you cap your level in this, bro. And you don't have to agree with everything that goes on, but I'm telling you, if you stay true to you, people will respect that. So look, let's give a prime example. Say you don't like the Animal Farm. Now, why you wouldn't like the Animal Farm, I don't know. But this is where I think the learning would need to come in. But anyway, say you just didn't like the Animal Farm and you were only bullish about Drip. Now, there's two ways you can go about that. You could just focus on talking about Drip content, or you could talk about Drip content and then bash the Animal Farm. It's like you don't have to bash the Animal Farm just because you don't like it. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean you have to speak on it, you know, because once you start doing that, I'm telling you, the way that people look at you, they're going to start being like, oh, well, yeah, but he's kind of fuddish and this, that, and the third. And then they're not going to rock with you like that. So sometimes, and being an influencer, you need to know when to hold your tongue, when to say what, how to say what. Because now, like I told you, the eyes are on you. So people look towards you. So if you saying stuff that's indicating like negativity, indicating that you're so like not bullish and you're just giving off an energy that's weird, then people are going to take that and they're going to run with that, you know. Then they're going to go to the next video. Oh, did you see X so-and-so's video? Because this, that, and the third. Oh, and people are watching you. Remember, everybody's not an influencer. And being an influencer is not for everybody. So if this isn't for you, that's okay. But if it is, I just want you to know that you need to be careful of what you're putting out there, because when people watch this stuff, understand people are actually digesting what you're saying. And then they're going to try to implement possibly what you're talking about. So make sure that you put out the energy you want them to reciprocate, because if you don't believe in what you're talking about, then don't even get up there and start saying it. Don't start lying. Don't start lying, because then you're going to have to start backpedaling and backtracking. That's why when I get on here, I can talk free. I don't even need to look at the comments. I can literally just speak because I'm speaking from my heart. I'm genuinely speaking. I'm not thinking about it. This isn't rehearsed. Like, I'm not like, oh, this and the third. Like, I got him now. I got him now. Like, no. That's not what I'm doing this for. I'm not doing this. This is no gimmick for me. But if you're treating this like a gimmick, understand, bro, people are, real money is in this. Like, this is not no joke for people. Like, this ain't no joke for me. Now, it is risk capital and all that, but bro, this is real life. Like, This is not a joke. So people are really trying to get information here and understand people aren't here to play around. Like they're not here to just be joking and trying to let you bash their thing that they care about. They will have feelings towards this because whenever you put money in something, you are more involved. You are more emotionally attached. That's why people come here every single day because they have money involved in it. If there was no money involved into this, well, then people would just be like, okay, well, it doesn't really hit them like that. But because they felt they put their own bag that they worked hard for, hell yeah. People are like, yo, what's up? Let me watch this. Let me watch this. Oh, why are they talking like that? Because now they're going to deep dive into it. So make sure that you come correct here because at the end of the day, bro, if you do what you're supposed to do and you continue to put out that energy, bro, people going to rock with you. I'm telling you, people are going to rock with you. I definitely will. If you ever want to become a drip influencer and you're thinking about it and you're small, I'm telling you, bro, I've hosted spaces with Sir Drips a lot. You know what I'm saying? In ways that if I can help in any way, bro, I'm gonna help. Like I want to help. I want to help you. So DM me on Twitter. Make sure you at me on Twitter. I might not be all the way active on Telegram yet because I'm doing so much other stuff right now, but my goal is to start getting more active into the Telegram, maybe creating my own Telegram. I don't know, but I do just want to make sure that I become a better influencer. And another thing, my last point before I get off of here, I'm going to say this. You need to be willing to accept criticism and be able to adjust, bro. If you can have a better way to promote the content, if people are telling you, yo, can you make a video about this? Or, yo, can you make a video? Yo, people want to hear your insights. So be adjustable. You know what I'm saying? Learn. Like, you have to understand you're doing this for value of them. You're putting out the value in this content for other people to watch. So if other people are giving you suggestions like, yo, your mic needs to turn up, like, yo, can you do this with the sound, or can you add some more music in the background or something, like, take these as constructive criticism. And it's not because people don't like you. It's not like, oh, your videos suck. It's just, yo, I just want your videos to be better so that way you can get more and more views and you can build as a drip influencer. So if you got anything from this video, I hope you did, man. If you are a drip influencer and you are one that wants to be an influencer, please DM me on Twitter. At me on Twitter. It doesn't matter, man. I will support you. I will show you some love. And I know the whole drip community will, because that's the type of people that we are. So that's all I got for you, man. And we have a big week ahead of you. Don't slip on this week that we have ahead of us, bro. Do not have, yo, I'm telling you, this week that we're going to be doing is going to be very big. And I feel like people are talking about like July 4th. I remember Stunna talking about that too. So I don't know. It might be July 4th. It might not be. I don't know. It might be this week. It might not be. I don't know. But I do know one thing. I feel like a Forex Shark AMA is coming, and I can't wait to hear him speak again. I can't wait to hear all the community just bullish and everybody just moving in the right direction, even though I feel like we are right now. But I know once Forex Shark talks again about everything that he's done and all that, countdown will end up being here soon. I'm all good, man. Stay positive. Stay dripping, man. And if you want to become an influencer, make sure you just do it today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Tomorrow's not promised. I promise you that for sure. So it's your boy Crypto Don here at Don Said DeFi, and I'll catch you on the next one. Don.